Okay, I want to make a short video to talk about kind of the Nulgath birthday event, and how at the end of the day, I think this event doesn't matter for 99% of players. So what actually came out on the Nulgath birthday event? Well, Void High Lord was technically released. The class is incredibly difficult to obtain, taking a very, very large amount of time. I'm somebody who is farmed on and off, and is, while not a hardcore farmer, I'm somebody who is going to farm for some items, and as you can see, I'm pretty close to my first turn-in. I have the money for the late chocolate, I just have to get it, and really all I need is to finish out the emblems. The S's of Nulgath are really easy, the emblems are the only thing that's slightly time-consuming in here. And all of this work is for a single turn-in that'll get you the rest of the set, so the helmet, the cape, the armor, and a bunch of unidentified 10, which you do need for the class at the end, for the merge. But then, there's this little thing. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's irritating. And this is a 5% drop from this quest. A 5% drop means that, theoretically, you should have to do this quest 20 times before you get a single turn-in to successfully give you that item. And you should have to do this quest 80 times before you, theoretically, should get all 4 of them. Meaning that I will need 80 unidentified 13s and 80 late chocolates. I need to hit gold cap, theoretically, 80 times before I can successfully turn in and obtain all of my items needed to get the class. And that's not even all the requirements you need. Beyond that, you need 150 gems, 200 dark crystal shards, 200 tainted gems, 15 totems, 2 elder's blood, 30 blood gems, and 200 diamonds. That's a lot to ask for. And at the end of the day, 99% of people are simply not even going to attempt to farm for this because they know that it's something they won't obtain. I'm going to probably try and go for it. We'll see if luck goes my way and I can start getting them the extra 5% drops relatively quickly. We do have the new farming pet to help aid in getting some of the things like the unidentified 13, the diamonds, the blood gems, and all that easier. But at the end of the day, this is gonna suck. And because there's even daily quests tied to some of the items, you can't even get this class. You can't even get more than one turn-in a single day. Even if you are one of those really hardcore farming guys, you can't even get more than one turn-in a day. Meaning that this class is not even going to be obtained by anybody for probably a few days, even if RNG does go their way, and they do get 4 in a row. This will take several days before somebody finally gets one. And that's a lot of work. Considering that even the hardest of hardcore farming guys is even going to take several days to obtain an item, that's a big deal. And, well, the pet helps. The pet's awesome. Honestly, if you're somebody who just enjoys farming Nulgath items in general, and you're somebody who goes for Juggernaut items and that kind of stuff, this is pretty good anyway. Not a whole lot of kills is necessary, and you're guaranteed a diamond and a dark crystal shard on every turn-in, as well as some of the more high-tier crafting regents for Nulgath stuff, and that's pretty good. At the end of the day, that's not too bad. But unfortunately, I think the pet is about all we really gain from Nulgath's birthday. Because outside of the pet, we have 1 sword, 1 armor, 1 helmet, 2 capes. 1 animated, 1 not animated. And we got a bank pet and a battle pet. Nobody cares about battle pets. So, really, what did we get on this birthday event? Well, there were a few items added to a quest in the Nulgath Nation house, but only 600 people have the Nulgath Nation house, so what's the point? That doesn't benefit anybody, that benefits 1% of the game's player base. Well, what do we actually gain then? I mean, if you don't have spare adventure coins sitting around, if you're somebody who plays the game relatively free to play, well, you can't really buy the pet, so how does that benefit you? If you're somebody who is free to play and you are not a hardest of hardcore farmer, well, you probably know that you're not going to be getting the class. So I don't understand. I don't understand who this event is for. I mean, I understand this event is for the hardcore guys, the really hardcore guys who are going to be farming this and are going to actually obtain the class. But then what about everybody else? They get left out? They get to go do Lake and Saga, I guess. That was released on Friday as well. But Lake and Saga was a very clearly half-assed and underwhelming event. It took me legitimately 5 minutes to finish on stream, and the only real rewards from it are the drops from this lady here. And unfortunately, her drops are not AC tagged, meaning that you can't store them in your bag, and this event is not going rare. So there's no reason to farm any of the items from her unless you intend to use them. So I honestly just don't understand why this event exists. What did this Friday accomplish? Nothing really changed. The game isn't different than it was the previous Friday. There's more people out there farming, there's more people playing, but there's also a lot of disgruntled people who are like, well, what do I do? And I feel like at the end of the day, this Nulgaths birthday release was really disappointing. That we really just didn't get a lot. And that's upsetting. Birthday releases are normally something that's a big deal that everybody looks forward to. And even going as far to get Miltonius back to do some of the art for these new armors and things. This event had a lot of promise, and a lot of people were really excited about it, and it kind of fell short for everybody involved. Even the hardcore farming guys are like, well, I have something to do now, but the class at the end of the road is not great. Void High Lord is not a very good class. It's okay, but it's just that. It's just okay. It's not game-breaking. It's not going to destroy everyone in PvP. You're not going to be one-shotting bosses. Like, it's just kind of okay. And I really don't know what this event was meant for or why it was really created, and I'm perplexed. Because I've grown to expect better from Ardix. They've been doing this for, like, 8.5 years now. I don't understand. I'm confused by this event, and just kind of wish that we had gotten an actual event. That we had gotten an actual event with a map, quest, and NPCs, and mobs, and something to do. But what we got was, hey, go farm for an item that you'll never obtain, and that 1% of the game's player base will ever obtain. Oh yeah, and here's a bunch of AC items, please give us money. Like, it just feels lazy, and it's disappointing. Because I know the Ardix Entertainment development team is not lazy. I know that the people who work on AQW are not lazy, yet then why does it come out that way? And I don't know. I don't know what they have planned, I don't know why they did what they did, and I don't know their reasoning. But at the end of the day, I'm disappointed here, and I just wanted to take a minute to talk about kind of this event and what happened here. And I just want to hope that it can be fixed, that this isn't going to happen again. That in the future, events and releases will actually be events and releases, not just, oh hey, here's some items, give us some money. And I don't know. I'm just kind of disappointed is all. But with that being said, I want to thank you all for coming. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all next time.